My name is Jenna, and I'm from Southern California, and my butt needs a bra. You know, my butt just flop around everywhere.
You decided to go to Tijuana for your plastic surgery?
Yes.
Of course it happened in Tijuana. Don't go out of the country for surgery.
So what happened?
The doctor said that he could do fat grafting on me, but I would have to gain some weight. When I got there the day of the surgery, I didn't have any fat to graft. And I already had saved, my money and paid the doctor. So he said, okay, well, the next option is butt implant.
Right.
So he sent a courier service to go pick me up some. They were bigger than what was supposed to be put in. He said he was putting in 650 cc's.
Wait. 650 cc's? cc's? That's when we do breast implants. Wow. Go down to Mexico for a butt implant and get breast implants in your butt. It's a good thing she didn't go down for a chin implant.
That's a new one for us.
You probably are gonna need a buttock lift. How do you feel about a scar that probably removes most or all of your tattoo?
I feel great about that. I don't like this tattoo anyway, so you can just go ahead and take that puppy right out.
All right, well, I think we have a plan.
It's been a big obstacle in my life. I am so relieved that somebody's willing to operate on my ass. Before, I had squishy buns. My old butt needed a bra. Now I have a cute little tight tushy. There's no tattoos, there's no implants, and I am glad to be rid of all that junk in my trunk.
I'm Connie, I'm 27, and have way too much junk in my trunk.
So you came in thinking you needed a tummy tuck.
Yeah.
And the truth is, he probably didn't do tummy tucks because he hadn't learned how to do that one yet.
He was like, we can take all that fat, and he's like, and you know what I can do? I can put it in your butt.
It was his suggestion.
Yeah, and so every ounce of fat that he took out of me, he stuffed in my butt. Because he didn't want to throw it out because he said it's too much of a hassle to throw out.
Well, it's expensive. You can't just dump it in the trash.
So immediately after I got off the table and he showed me the picture of my butt, I was like, that is terrible, what is that? He goes, oh, it's the swelling, it's gonna go down. And then he tells me, now you're gonna have to wear a yoga mat.
What do you mean wear a yoga mat? What is that?
Yeah, how do you do that?
How do you wear a yoga mat?
So he told me to get a yoga mat and bring it into the office, and then they cut it, and then you wrap yourself in it. Oh, so that wasn't normal?
No. Asking a patient to wear a compression garment after liposuction surgery is very common. Asking them to wear a yoga mat is kind of insane.
And then he told me, put a book here. Then he tells me, put 2 books on the side of your butt to keep it up.
What books
I
did
hope
you
this
use?
guy lost his
Dr.
license.
Seuss?
I would have used a horror novel. This is terrible.
So did the swelling go down? Did anything change?
It got worse.
This is the most preposterous story in regards to medical treatment and surgery that I ever heard of in my entire life.
The second time I went back, he put more fat in my butt.
So you let him do lipo on you again?
I was like, I just want it fixed, and now it looks like an actual heart.
You had surgery at the Little Shop of Horrors. We have to be very careful with that liposuction because if we oversuction you, we will change the laxity of the skin and change this shape and make it worse. The buttock is a lot like a beach ball. If you take air out of it, it loses its shape entirely. So liposuction alone is not really a good solution to changing the volume and shape of the buttock. I want to get what we recognize as a regular buttock shape back. If I can do this
Yes.
with an incision in here, tucking it in there, and I want to suction this down and suction some of this down. But there is no instruction book as to how to do this. We are making this up as we go along to a certain degree.
I am really happy about my butt. I can't believe it sometimes. I'm just like, oh my goodness, like it's back to being what it was before. Like I finally get to put an end to the storm in my life. Can you believe I fit in my jeans again?
I do. I love it.
I wore these in high school.
Nah.
Look, isn't it crazy?
Yes, it is.
Before my surgery, there was way too much junk in my trunk, and it was heart-shaped and bulky and awful. It was so uncomfortable and so frustrating. But now my trunk has shrunk because there's no more junk.
My name is Misty, and my backside is a total disaster. I call it the lopsided derriere because my buttocks implants, one is high up and one lower.
What type of a doctor did that for you?
He was a plastic surgeon, and he was pretty new.
What did he do? Put implants in?
He did, silicone implants.
How long after your buttock augmentation did things start to change?
Instantly. I had infection as soon as I came out of the hospital.
How long did this process of infection last?
Maybe almost 2 years before I completely healed.
Wait, you had an infection for 2 years?
Yes, I did.
So did you contact the doctor who put it in and say, hey, I'm having this chronic long-term infection problem with my buttock implant? What did he say?
He kept promising me the world, and it wasn't working out that way.
Did he do another procedure then?
Yes, he did. He decided to take out the one implant, and he replaced it with the same implant.
You know what we call that?
Malpractice?
That's called malpractice.
That is so dangerous. She could have got MRSA. It could have killed her.
Normal butt augmentation incision is about 2.5 centimeters, which is about an inch. Misty has one that's about 7 inches long and about 1 inch wide. And it's consistent with a chronic, long-term open wound. Can you flip this around? This thing moves too. I won't do it.
I've tried.
But you could flip this around. Wow. Okay, you can get your hand entirely under the implant. This implant was just put in like a breast implant on top of muscle. This is wrong. Your muscle and your buttock are normally attached, so that when you put them in the muscle, everything goes up equally. Now, they've been separated, and your skin, your buttock skin, has now been stretched out. So if we put an implant in the muscle, your buttock skin will sort of do its own independent thing. The other option, take them out, knowing the skin's gonna hang, and do a buttock lift. That's a big scar across a really good-looking buttock.
I fought hard for these implants, and I was willing to keep them as long as possible, but I know that the best decision would be to eliminate the pain, and if the implants have to go, then I have to say goodbye. I feel that after speaking with Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow that I shouldn't get the implants put back in.
I was preparing myself for the upset patient. I thought I was gonna tell you this, and then you were gonna go crazy on me.
There's no crazy here. I want to thank both Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow for having me as a patient and for the respect they've given me and the dignity as a person and being truthful with me. Before my surgery, my backside was completely asymmetrical and one side was higher than the other side. I had chronic pain. It was terrible. Since my surgery, my buttocks is completely symmetrical. The pain is gone, and I'm able to move on without the insecurity and discomfort in my life. I'm excited for the future.
My name is Sharon. I'm from Jessup, Georgia. I was born with a tumor on my lower back. Doctors then explained that I had spina bifida. They removed the tumor, and as a result of the surgery, my backside, it started to grow up. I feel like I've been carrying this burden by myself because most people, they have situations they can talk to someone about. They understands, but I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't know anybody else with my condition or my situation. It's sad. Being intimate has been difficult. I had certain positions I would lay in. I wouldn't let them touch me a certain type of way. I don't want to look this way, so why should somebody want to be with somebody that looks that way?
Have you ever seen it?
No.
Did you even know about this?
Best friend since 2nd grade, she didn't know about this?
The only thing
How did you hide it from her?
I got good at hiding it.
When did you first hear about this?
Today.
You just broke it to your best friend since 2nd grade today?
When Sharon told me she was going to see 2 doctors in California, the first thing I thought, hey, we're going to California.
As you can feel, this is clearly fatty tissue. I've never seen this. I don't think any plastic surgeon on earth has ever seen this. To fix this, you've got to make incisions all over it and start removing, lifting, tucking. This is a nip tuck.
Okay.
Like no other.
Wow! She's glowing, she's happy. All I know is she's got that tush. So beautiful, gorgeous. You are so complete now.
I feel like
Love
a new
it.
person.
No more wearing the long t-shirts.
Oh, no.
No more.
Sharon is officially out of hiding. Before my surgery, I was living with the results of having spina bifida. It left me with a totally misshapen backside. Now, thanks to Dr. Dubrow, when I look in the mirror, I see perfect backside that I've always wanted.
So now, are you gonna be her top model?
Of course.
What are your plans now?
And I got to relearn my body, learn how to dress it now, and find Mr. Phillips.
So now you think that I might can get a nice, strong man in the family now?
I mean, hey, it sounds good to me. I take all that. Hiding my flaws became so important that I was never able to be fully myself, making intimate relationships nearly impossible. I'm ready to show the world the real me.